Mabuhay pageant fans! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey Adam G, how are you all doing, guys? Ako guys, I am really taking a breather now, judging from the frequency of my uploads here kung napansin nyo. I think it's been a month since the last time I did a commentary video, and I think the last time was during the Binibining Pilipinas Finals night. But now, I'm back from my hiatus to talk about the latest edition of Miss Universe Bahrain, which is taking internet by storm with all its stunning headshots and blind auditions for its introduction. Well, kung napanood nyo naman guys, the blind auditions the other day, you noticed that Nika of Miss U Updates and I were part of it in taking turns asking pageant questions to these 7 contestants. From 300 hopefuls who submitted their application forms online, the list was brutally cut to 7 quality contestants who all could end up as the next Miss Universe Bahrain. So from my end, I really had a blast participating in this activity because Miss U Updates and I do not really get this kind of exposure and opportunity at any given day to be part of any pageant organization's official activities. So I am really thrilled to be part of this. And I think this is the first time that a pageant organization decided to make this kind of activity similar to how The Voice has been doing its auditions every start of their seasons on TV. Napansin nyo? And Miss Universe Bahrain organization certainly wants at the same time to differentiate itself as a creative entity who bucks the trend. And the result? It's just so refreshing where you get to judge the contestants based on their speaking voices and not so much on their physicalities, which is a very novel concept in pageantry, right? So lest we become enamored with their sheer beauties, Miss Universe Bahrain organization decided to do the opposite instead by allowing us to get to know these girls' backstories first before the actual face reveal in the next episode. Which I feel is an offshoot to the new tagline of Miss Universe, which is beautifully confident, which was introduced starting this year. And it is really working. So after a few hours, it was uploaded on the Miss Universe Bahrain YouTube channel and Instagram account. The headshots and interview profiles of the 7 contestants were finally shown or revealed as well. And oh my gulay, I was really stunned at how the headshots were conceptualized. Wow, I feel this is the glossiest or one of the most conceptual headshot photo shoots I have seen in a long while. Now it's just purely breathtaking how the organizers led by Mama Josh Eugen styled these girls flawlessly to perfection for its introduction. It's a conceptual photo shoot that worked cohesively as the girls were all adorned with pearls in the photos in enhancing their facial beauties while employing a Japanese themed hairstyle which is giving me some sort of Harajuku vibes and making them wear a ruffled tulle neckline as an accessory. Diba? Ang ganda. And the result was really stunning. Those Harajuku vibe hairstyles and pearl accessories made us appreciate the candidates' lovely eyes all the more, which I feel is a middle, which I feel are what Middle Eastern people are known for. And ang ganda talaga. It's really a well thought out concept. And just when we thought that the pearls were merely placed as accessories in the photos, you would realize that it was put there for a reason and not just for aesthetic purposes. Apparently, as I do more research about it, Bahrain is known pala for its pearling industry, so I was really stunned to know this fun fact. So the organization is pulling out all stops by coming out with 8 episodes within the next few days for us to get to know the girls well through a series of activities or challenges with a tape crowning finale. Yup, taped. Tape crowning finale already happening this coming Sunday. And what I like about each episode or 2 episodes that they have been uploading on a daily basis since yesterday is that there is a certain theme or story to highlight the girls in every content. For instance, yung first episode is entitled Puzzle. because the organization would like to highlight the fact that their contestants are more than already enough in who they are as a person rather than searching for that missing piece to make them as a whole woman. And so we see their contestants kind of articulating their thoughts about their background, goals, and dreams in life. And so we are finally introduced to the seven girls one by one. So let me share my observations with what I have been seeing from them so far. So here we go. So let's start. We begin with number one, Kadir Ji Ashayam. Oh my god, this girl is really a sweetheart. G is a fitness coach pala, paddle board instructor, model, and martial artist instructor as well. So I love how she's really evoking so much enigma and mystery with her pose here. Nakita nyo? Her eyes are so expressive and that lip pout is adding more to her drama and fierce vibe here. But when you finally see her interview profile, she is the opposite. Now, she is really such a sweetheart. Now, wow, she has a lovable personality and so easy to relate with. You can see that she is just so happy to be part of this year's search and she is just savoring each moment so far that she has in this competition. I just love that she is smiling a lot and that adds up to her charm and character. So, this candidate is really relatable. And now we go to our second contestant, and her name is Maria Malala. Oh my god, look at that face! Gosh, she looks like a cross between Anne Hathaway and Natasha Jung for me. Don't you think? Tama ba ako? O mukha na naman akong bulag. She is a 20-year-old professional beauty and fashion model who is a social media influencer at the same time. And just look at her headshot, guys. She poses her age with that candid feel which really reflects her youth or young age. Now, she really did not overdo her pose here, and I like that because her eyes are already so strong. So she let her lip, move quite a bit to give character to her headshot. And then when it came to her interview profile, wow, you'll be amazed at how she really registers so well in front of the camera. And I just really love it. Now, she is just really beautiful. I just wish though she could loosen up or open more as her short answers on the fun questions left me bitin as I want to get to know her more. And I would love her to expound her answers next time for her to have more depth or impact. But yeah, I really find her refreshing. Not a pageant contestant, not a pageant patty contestant after all. And now we go to our third contestant, and her name is Shireen Ahmed. Wow, another lovely woman. She is all wrapped up in her headshot with her lovely face here, just doing the talking here. Napansin nyo, ang ganda. And I really like how strong Shireen's eyes are here, giving us a subtle facial expression that wants us to get to know her more. And for me, I just love it. And you will surely love her even more when you get to know her more in her interview profile. Sa totoo lang guys, out of all the interview profiles we have seen, hers is the one that I enjoyed the most watching as she was very personable and relatable. I got to know her extensively even with those simple getting to know questions. Na she is actually a half Filipina pala working there as a media practitioner in a weekly show there in Bahrain, and she also advocates for single mothers and works with a non-charitable organization in spreading awareness about the plight and essential needs of the single mothers there in her country. So she is really turning out to be the most overall package contestant so far under this contest in this IMG era. Yeah, she's so well spoken and fights for her community. This girl has really got depth and substance. And now we go to our fourth contestant, and her name is Evelyn Rifa. One word: stunning. What a beautiful woman she is in this competition. And if I were to rank their headshots here, Evelyn is my number one so far in my list. Why? Because this girl is really gorgeous and has a strong aura in her headshot. Ang lakas talaga ng dating. And that face is really everything, especially with those eyes and lip gaze, which adds to her mystique. And I also love how she poses using her one finger to enhance this winning look for me. So it just really screams royalty talaga na very fierce. But if I would have to nitpick though, I would love her to go soft on her poses next time because this whole look screams fierceness for me and want her to relate more with her audience by giving a softer facial expression next time. Now, when you watch naman her interview video profile, she's very bubbly and animated and people could easily relate with her judging how she shares her closeness with her parents or family up until this day. She's very family oriented pala and I love that about her. She also has a good head over her shoulders as she graduated with a degree in finance and banking and is very passionate about education as she herself graduated from 5 different schools in the past. And now we go to our next contestant and her name is Maryam Najee. There is just something about this candidate's headshot that captivates me talaga the most. There is just something about this shot that quite captivates me and draws you to her. Like nipansin nyo, like she is luring you to be part of her world. And if you check her backstory, you would see that she has an interesting story to tell as she is a publisher and well-known author of horror novels who was at the same time who was diagnosed with depression last 2018. And if you will watch her video profile, you notice that she converses in Arabic but you could still feel her authenticity and sincerity, especially when she talks about depression and how she overcame it in the past. Now, there is just something so sexy about someone speaking in her native dialect, and it's so deep and earthy. And I don't take it against her that she is speaking it, kasi for me, it really adds to her authenticity. I know she is more of a writer than a model, so that explains her cluttered hands in the headshot, kung napansin nyo, and her short answers in her profile. But I wish she could show more of her fun self or personality in the next round of interviews, as she tends to be serious all the time. And now we go to our sixth contestant, and her name is Luan Yakub. Next to Evelyn, I am so into this candidate since seeing her headshot here in Miss Universe Bahrain. She just photographs well and looks so soft with her headshot among all of them, which for me makes her a real standout in this competition as early as now. Pansin nyo guys, she really has a very commercial face, which I feel is so easily marketable to the public, and that open mouth pose, yung ganun niya, is working for her here as it is giving her a very raw and unscripted feel that adds up to her charm. And when I check out her age, I'm so surprised that she is only 18 years old, and that explains her raw and unscripted feel in the photo. But the superlatives don't just end there, as she has a very engaging and lovable personality pala once you see her interview profile. She really has this easygoing vibe that reflects her youth. But if you check out her bio, wow, she is already an achiever in her own right despite only being 18. She is currently in her senior year in high school and has been presiding as president of their student council and a member of the National Honor Society of her school at the same time, apart from being an ambassador and current model of Cosplay Arabia magazine. Wow, diba? Now, she is only 18 but she is so well spoken and she definitely has a clear and present mind, which was very evident during the blind auditions where she addressed me and Miss You updates at the start of her answer. I really love this girl to death as early as now. She's so fun and spontaneous like that of Paulina Vega when she was reigning as Miss Universe. Si Paulina talaga naalala ko talaga sa kanya. Her face is just so versatile and commercial just like Paulina, and I feel she could even pass for a Miss International title holder if she doesn't win this year's competition. I'm starting to love this woman a lot. And now we go to our last candidate, and her name is Malala. Well, if her name just sounds familiar, it's because she is also joining her sister Maria here in Miss Universe Bahrain. She's also a beauty in her own right too, as her face is just so exquisite. Her face is just hauntingly beautiful, and I can't believe this girl is only 18 years old as well. However, despite being 18, she has also done so many things in her life which she can be proud of as early as now. Now, she's very active in volunteering her time in helping kids with autism and has been working numerous jobs, whether as a part-time or a volunteer. Wow. Bakit yung mga teenagers dun sa sa Bahrain napaka proactive na as a teenager kahit ang bata pa nila. Wow, paano sila pinalalaking ng mga magulang nila? Grabe, no? Independent na sila at such a young age. Alam nila yung mga gusto nilang gawin. However, as much as I am so drawn to this beautiful lady, I wish I could say the same about her personality given her short answers during her interview profile. Nabitin ulit ako. And I wish she can come out of her shell by talking more as I want to get to know more of her in this competition. So there you go, guys. What do you think about my initial assessment of this year's Miss Universe Bahrain contestants so far? Pansin nyo, they all look so promising, and given the right training and packaging, they will surely be a force to reckon with in the international stage. Actually, guys, lahat silang 7 girls, wala talagang tapon, and it's just probably a test of maturity and confidence for all these girls if they have what it takes to win the title this year. So there will be 6 more episodes for this edition, and I just will probably enumerate my top picks in my next content, or perhaps do a live reaction of the crowning finale. 'Di ba? Kasi ang bilis eh. By Sunday, coronation night na nila. Papalabas sa YouTube channel. So, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below about these girls joining Miss Universe Bahrain, and let's see if we have the same thoughts about each one of them. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe not just on my channel but also on Miss Universe Bahrain's YouTube channel as well. Ha, kasi talagang excited talaga akong ewan ko sa inyo, pero ako excited ako sundan itong Miss Universe Bahrain so far dahil talagang na-capture niya yung imagination ko in terms of glitz, glam, and all these glossiness that we have been craving since the pandemic began. Alright, guys, until my next video, ingat kayong lahat. Bye!